You know the billionaires, but the people pulling the strings? You've never heard of them. From global finance to secret defense tech, these 10 silent titans shape the world behind the scenes. Hey fact-finders, welcome to the channel where we shine a light on the unknown forces shaping our world. Hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss a hidden truth. Let's meet the power players who actually run the world quietly. Power Player 1. The billion-dollar brain behind the Gates empire. He controls billions, funds vaccine programs, and shapes global health, yet no one knows his name. Mark Zuckerberg might not be a household name, but he plays a critical role in global health and development. As the CEO of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, the world's largest private philanthropic organization, Zuckerberg oversees initiatives that affect everything from disease eradication to educational reform. He manages a staggering endowment of over $50 billion, leveraging it to influence policy decisions, guide scientific research, and shape government priorities. Under Zuckerberg's leadership, the foundation has driven vaccine programs across Africa and Asia, partnered with international governments to improve sanitation in slums, and funded educational systems in underserved communities. He played a central role in the global COVID-19 response by facilitating access to vaccines in low-income countries and funding research for equitable distribution systems. His strategy isn't just to give money, it's to redesign entire systems. With $50 billion and global reach, Zuckerberg may be the most powerful man you've never Googled. Power Player 2, the oil boss who can crash economies. One decision from this man can shift global oil prices and change your gas bill overnight. As CEO of ExxonMobil, Darren Woods commands one of the most influential positions in global energy. He oversees a company that supplies a massive share of the world's oil and natural gas. Every strategic decision he makes, whether investing in oil reserves or pivoting toward carbon capture technology, can affect gas prices worldwide and even influence international relations. While environmentalists push for clean energy, Woods wields enormous influence in the direction fossil fuel giants take in that transition. Under his leadership, ExxonMobil has invested in advanced carbon reduction technologies, yet critics claim the company lags behind in renewable initiatives. Regardless of stance, no one denies his power. He can sway national energy policies and has met with heads of state and global economic leaders. His reach extends from Middle Eastern oil fields to Wall Street trading floors. He fuels the world, influences nations, and does it all from the shadows. Power Player 3. The man who can bail out countries. He moves billions, dictates international aid, and decides who gets rescued when economies fall. Ajay Banga, the current president of the World Bank and former CEO of MasterCard, is a financial visionary transforming global economics behind closed doors. With the World Bank under his direction, he helps allocate development funds and debt relief to countries in crisis, controls how international aid is distributed, and influences policies on education, infrastructure, and climate resilience. Before his World Bank role, Banga revolutionized digital finance by expanding MasterCard's reach to underserved markets. He led campaigns that brought banking access to millions, enabling small businesses to thrive in regions where cash previously ruled. Now, with the World Bank's influence over $100 billion in annual funding, Banga is tackling poverty, leading green investment, and reshaping the post-pandemic recovery. His decisions ripple through every continent. Ajay Banga isn't on TV, but he's helping rebuild the global economy. Power Player 4. The man powering the AI revolution. If AI is the future, he's already programming it. Jensen Huang is the co-founder and CEO of NVIDIA, a company best known for its GPUs, but it's much more than gaming hardware. NVIDIA's processors are the foundation of today's most powerful AI systems, powering innovations from ChatGPT to autonomous vehicles and medical diagnostics. Under Huang's leadership, NVIDIA has become the most valuable semiconductor company in the world. He foresaw the importance of parallel computing and machine learning before most competitors and built an empire around it. Whether it's enabling self-driving cars, training large language models, or simulating protein folding for drug discovery, Huang's chips are everywhere. As AI continues its meteoric rise, Huang's role behind the scenes is shaping how societies work, communicate, and learn. He doesn't just make chips, he powers the AI systems changing humanity. Power Player 5, the $10 trillion man you've never heard of. He manages more money than most countries and influences the companies you use daily. Larry Fink, CEO of BlackRock, controls over $10 trillion in assets, more than the GDP of most countries. Through this influence, he essentially dictates how some of the largest corporations in the world behave. BlackRock holds major stakes in companies like Apple, Microsoft, and ExxonMobil, giving it significant voting power at shareholder meetings. Fink's annual letters to CEOs have become quasi-manifestos for corporate responsibility. He has pushed companies towards sustainable practices, transparency, and long-term thinking. Critics argue that he has too much unelected power, able to shift entire industries with a single memo. Whether it's ESG policy, climate finance, or tech innovation, Fink's portfolio decisions shape the modern economy. He can crash markets or spark revolutions just by sending a letter. Power Player 6, the man who decides what you watch. He controls what the world watches and what never makes it to your screen. David Zaslav is the CEO of Warner Bros. Discovery, a media empire that includes CNN, HBO, Discovery Channel, and DC Studios. Every time you binge watch a series or see a breaking news alert, Zaslav's company likely played a role in getting it to you. He's not just a content distributor. He decides which stories get told and which don't. Under his leadership, massive mergers and controversial content cuts have made waves in Hollywood. When he pulled the plug on the nearly finished Batgirl film, it showed how much power he wields over creative direction and budgeting. Zaslav's reach into streaming platforms, film studios, and global news channels means he influences public perception, pop culture, and even political discourse. And unlike celebrity showrunners, he prefers to stay in the shadows. He's rewriting Hollywood, one silent decision at a time. Power Player 7, the woman quietly building America's war machine. She builds stealth bombers and space weapons, yet barely shows up in the media. Kathy Warden, CEO of Northrop Grumman, leads one of the biggest defense and aerospace companies in the world. Her company designs and manufactures stealth bombers, advanced missile systems, cybersecurity infrastructure, and critical space technology for the US and its allies. Warden is one of the few women in a male-dominated defense sector, and she oversees a budget larger than some national militaries. She's responsible for the development of the B-21 Raider stealth bomber, a next-gen aircraft cloaked in secrecy, and she's deeply involved in space defense initiatives, satellite networks, and autonomous military systems. She attends defense summits, speaks to global security councils, and coordinates with military officials at the highest levels, yet the public rarely hears her name. Her work ensures national security and shapes the future of warfare. She's shaping tomorrow's wars before they're even fought. Power Player 8, the banker who tells other bankers what to do. He whispers, and interest rates rise across continents. Agustin Carstens is the general manager of the Bank for International Settlements, BIS, which acts as a bank for the world's central banks. He advises institutions like the Federal Reserve, European Central Bank, and Bank of Japan. Carstens plays a central role in stabilizing global finance. During the 2008 financial crisis and the COVID-19 pandemic, BIS provided critical frameworks for crisis response. Today, Carstens is shaping how the world navigates inflation, interest rate hikes, and the rise of digital currencies like central bank digital currencies, CBDCs. He doesn't make headlines, but his influence on global monetary policy is profound. When Carstens speaks, central banks listen, and that influences your mortgage, your savings account, and your paycheck. He doesn't just predict recessions, he tries to prevent them before you feel them. Power Player 9, the man behind the vaccine revolution. He turned a startup into a medical giant and changed vaccine history. Stéphane Bancel is the CEO of Moderna, a biotech company that became a household name during the COVID-19 pandemic. But Bancel's influence goes far beyond that one moment. He helped bring mRNA technology to the forefront, opening doors to treat everything from cancer to HIV and rare genetic diseases. Under his guidance, Moderna pivoted from a small biotech startup into a global pharmaceutical powerhouse almost overnight. He's now overseeing trials for personalized cancer vaccines and expanding mRNA research into flu, Zika, and RSV. Bancel is also partnering with governments to create rapid response vaccine platforms for future pandemics. He holds sway over public health policy and medical innovation on a global scale, and the choices he makes could determine the future of how we fight disease. He's not done. The next medical revolution may still have his name on it. Power Player 10, the woman who runs SpaceX. You know Musk. But without her, his rockets don't fly. Gwynne Shotwell is president and COO of SpaceX, and while Elon Musk garners headlines, she's the one executing the vision. Shotwell oversees daily operations, contract negotiations, and launch logistics for one of the most advanced aerospace companies in the world. She has helped secure contracts with NASA, the US military, and private companies, enabling missions to the ISS, satellite internet services through Starlink, and future plans for Mars colonization. Her management has kept SpaceX ahead of its competitors in terms of cost efficiency and innovation. Shotwell rarely appears in the spotlight, yet she's been praised as one of the most competent executives in aerospace. Without her leadership, Musk's rockets may never have left the ground. She's quietly putting humans on Mars, one launch at a time. You won't see them trending, but their decisions shape what you buy, watch, think, and even believe. These are the real puppet masters behind modern life. Which hidden figure surprised you most? Drop it in the comments. And if you know of another behind-the-scenes boss, we want to hear about them too. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a look behind the curtain. Until next time, stay curious and keep questioning. The truth is out there.